Guten Morgen. Ja, wir werden jetzt frühstücken und danach gehen wir dahin, wofür wir eigentlich hergekommen sind. Die Wolverine Tech Class.
Das ist korrekt. Christian, komm jetzt. Super.
So, Flo, wer ist denn das jetzt?
Nee. Nee. Ich habe die für dich gemacht.
Eigentlich gerade abrotzen darüber, was für komische Gestalten hier sind, und dann machst du die Kamera an.
Das Wetter ist heute schön.
Wir harren des Wetters, welches da kommen mag.
Oh, du bist doch der bei ChatGPT die Formulierungen schreibt, oder?
Das ist mein Nebenjob.
Wir sind angekommen. Ja, mal gucken, wie es drin aussieht und wer schon alles da ist.
I do my best to sort of change it up a little bit year to year and focus on system level troubleshooting right now. So we're not talking, you know, something is not feeding correctly or the hop-up isn't working correctly. Customer-induced problems, most of them end up being something with the sealing or the basic sort of pneumatic function of the system. The baffle that we talked about, and then the front half of the baffle sits right here. And then you have this O-ring that everybody likes to forget about, that sometimes comes out and sometimes stays up inside the cylinder.
Wir sind jetzt wieder bei Wolverine. Der erste Teil der Tech Class ist vorbei. Ja, und jetzt werden wir noch mal eine kleine Tour bekommen, die offizielle sozusagen. Wir nehmen euch natürlich mit.
Komm rein.
Basically every function of the gun. We do focus on the cosmetics throughout the entire process, of course. If you want, you can see the tunnel we shoot in, maybe 50 yards or something.
How much? How much?
How much? Green. You ready for the green light?
No.
Please grab a pair of eye protection. We're going to go into the machine shop. We've done our best to make it so that there's not stuff out there that's going to hurt you, but there is heavy equipment out there. There's also things with sharp edges and, you know, all that good stuff.
Now we're also doing a lot of new stuff right now, so only about this guy on the right is the first. This is a 3-axis mill. Billet lowers run through there the first 2 operations. So this is one of our standard. This shouldn't be sharp. You don't pass. This is one of our standard billet lowers. Run through. It'll get one more operation in another machine. But that goes on here on one side, goes to this point, does all on one side, flip it over, do all the same stuff on the other side. You can see this is the first side, it'll get flipped over and then it'll look like this. So that's the biggest volume we do, that's the billet lowers. This is our second mill, also a mill, a vertical mill. So here we do the forge blowers, we do all operations. We have 3 stations, and the billet lowers go for their final operation, the same as the forged on this. And what this guy does is it rotates to get all of the angles that we need to cut this cut, all the strange angles on the lowers. You know, the bottom of the mag well, this stuff, drill those holes, you go around here, drill the holes at this angle for the buffer tube. So that's a rotary, and it lets us get all the odd angles and on the final for all the lowers. Shouldn't be sharp, you can have fun of this. All of our rails is what we primarily do in this machine. It's a smaller mill, very high speed. So it also has the rotary, if you can see in, it's kind of crowded and hard to see, but it's got a rotary and a tailstock. So those are held between the rotary and between points, and that gives us access to the whole everything else, and we can rotate it this way. It's just held on the ends. But again, just another mill. That one's just smaller and faster. Material supplier, it gets extruded in this profile, and we cut it from there in that same. This is still a mill, right? So the tool's still in the spindle there, but it's only 5-axis mill. So it instead of having the one rotary where we can put a part and turn it, it's got this what's called a trunnion, and it rotates up and down in this dimension, and then there's a plate on that spins. So you can do any combination of orientation. And we use that to get all of our most bizarre angle parts, which is the uppers. So that lets us get all the different angles we need to pretty much anywhere. You can see right now it's spun up this way and rotated around so that the upper's that way. In a second it'll spin it around so it's like this. We can ream a hole through, spin it like that, any angle. You can see we put the material here and spin it. And we use this for making lots of the more internal parts. Right now we're doing some of the airline fittings for one of the bolt variations, but we just finished making the hardened steel pistons that are the internals for the Cat 5. These are the pistons that are the internal. Super tight tolerances on these. They have to be very, very precise. And we run them in these like this is a pre-hardened steel. Hills and lays.
The biggest thing is in the past month we purchased 2 new machines. Those are geared more towards new products that we're working on. That'll be running on those additional machines. So Glenn and Anthony are working right now on getting all the fixtures and tooling set up for that. So I think we're currently at filling this dumpster up like once every month and a half. The end mill we use for removing for roughing out the billet lowers. Let me go grab one, because this is pretty cool. One of the tricky parts about machining extrusions is they're relatively speaking thin-walled, and you can get harmonics in the parts that gets vibration and all sorts of terrible stuff. And running these helps sometimes with that, just because instead of taking one big cut, you're taking millions of like little tiny cuts, just really, really quickly. I think that's about it. We good on food? Yeah. All right, if you guys want to circle around to the middle building, I think we have food set up there, so you guys can go grab some lunch.
So Flo, was machen wir denn jetzt? Also wir waren jetzt hier bei Invictus, Maschinenpark angucken.
Dann haben wir lecker gegessen. Geht's wieder zurück ins Konferenzcenter und dann geht die Schulung weiter.
These are not sabotaged, and there's a reason for that. You don't really want regulators to fail. We work really, really hard to avoid regulators failing. Because we can't directly control air pressure. It's a very difficult thing to control directly. Press it further, what happens?
It generates more back force.
It takes more force. You compress it a little bit, it's a little bit of force. Compress it more, it requires more force. Being unplugged the whole time.
Class ist für heute vorbei. Wir treffen uns jetzt alle in so einer Location. Da ist Essen, da ist Musik, Trinken. Ja, und werden uns alle ein bisschen besser kennenlernen. Und danach ist Trip zu American Walmart angesagt. Und dann nehmen wir euch auch natürlich mit.
Are we allowed to park here?
I don't know.
There is a Behindertenparkplatz.
Ja. So, wo gehen wir denn jetzt hin? Ich habe das irgendwie falsch gesagt. Ich habe gesagt, wir gehen zu einer Location, wo es Essen und Trinken gibt.
Das ist richtig, mein Freund. Das schimpft sich High Voltage. Und ich habe gesehen, da kann man Äxte werfen, wenn ich mich nicht irre. So, wir holen uns jetzt was zu trinken und dann schauen wir mal, was das für ein guter Abend wird.
Ich mach mit. So, wenn wir schon mal in Amerika sind, dann müssen wir auch in einen Walmart gehen.
Ich hoffe, wir finden dort die ganzen Stereotypen, die wir auch so aus dem Internet kennen.
Und ich tue mal so, als würde ich nicht filmen, aber filmen.
Netherlands.
Yeah.
And this is this is close to where? That
You know
would be-
Amsterdam?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
okay.
there.
So
Yeah.
Amsterdam.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about these guys because Germany
It's okay.
is just totally different, man. But that's bad.
That's okay. We are fine
You would
with
be
this.
considered what? Is not British?
No.
No.
German.
Damn. German. Nazis.
Well,
I'm Damn, that's cool. How long have you visiting?
No, we are for a tech class here.
How you like it here?
It's impressive. It's impressive.
Trucks are bigger, cars are
You have
bigger,
never been to
burgers
New
are
York. Yeah, this is bullshit. This is fucking cake. Hey, you want to film me and him?
Yeah.
No. I just want to be in Germany.
So now you're in Germany on YouTube.
Do I look good?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Perfect.
Standing
love
here,
your
I'm
pants.
standing here. Oh, my Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, those look fresh.
It's not
Yeah.
funny. It's not funny.
No, it's cool.
No, it's
cool.
not. It's
Not
really,
funny. Cool.
It's really not. Do you just document? Blog? Is it blog?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't no country boy. I'm a city boy. Did you get that?
Yeah, I did it.
Have a nice day, man.
Take it easy.
Record and remix. When I turn red, say something, and I'll mix it into a song. Here we go.
Und jetzt kommt die interessante Abteilung. Just in the US. Einfach mal in Walmart eine Knarre kaufen. Ein paar Zielscheiben, einfache Holster, Munition.
Shampoo. Die nehmen wir.
Das ist safe ungesund. Das sind blaue Chips.
Das klingt schon ungewohnt. Du fängst an.
3, 2, 1. Boah.
Das schmeckt richtig chemisch.
Boah, das ist, wenn du einfach mal das 8-fache an Geschmacksverstärker in das Gewürz reinmachst.
Boah.
Warum?
Company of Grupo Bimbo.
So, bei uns passiert nichts mehr. Wir gehen gleich Eierbobo machen. Morgen geht's weiter. 8:30 Uhr geht's los. So, und wir sehen uns morgen wieder. Ciao, ciao.
Guten Morgen. Müde. Bis 23 Uhr waren wir ja im Walmart und das ist ja 5 Uhr nachts.
Ja, 5 Uhr nachts.
Und jetzt geht's in den zweiten Tag vom Lehrgang.
Ich glaube, wir fahren nicht mit.
Ich glaube, wir nehmen die Treppe.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Tech Class number 2. Los geht's.
Eventually, the platform is just going to kind of wear out enough that it's just really not worth fixing anymore. Yeah, there's just too many things wrong. Like this screw stripped out, and this happened, and that happened. And just like all these little things keep going wrong. Eventually, just the things worn out to the point that it's not really worth fixing. That's not something that happens with the MTW. The platform itself is extremely robust. It's very simple to work on. There are no fiddly bits, is what I call them, right? This is, again, going back to our design philosophy of keeping things simple. It's very much a form follows function platform. I would like to actually publish a series of MTW specs, and what this will hopefully create is a far better user experience. Part of why I've been motivated to do this is we all know that everybody says, "Oh, this is this is TM spec," right? Well, what does that actually mean? It doesn't mean a thing, right? It means some person in Taiwan or China measured one of the originals and said, oh, it should have like these dimensions, 50-50 shot, whether the parts actually fit together or not.
Yeah, need them. Get down. Doesn't need to be terribly tight, but you're going to be cranking on it. Tighten it down until you hear that click of the torque wrench, so not much.
Everybody can go ahead and go through one at a time and do this. The way the buffer tube works is basically you're going to just install it until it's all the way flush. Thank you to everybody that put in the effort there. Cool and unique products that I'm looking forward to getting into your all's hands. So, what? Like what? Like what? I like the AK I have sitting in the closet right here, right? Right next to the rocket launcher.
Ja, die Tech Class ist jetzt vorbei. Es war sehr ausführlich, einiges an Input nur zum Thema MTW und dem MTW-Universum. Insgesamt wurden wir sehr herzlich empfangen und auch sehr gut behandelt. Also wir wurden rundum versorgt. Also vielen Dank an das ganze Team, an Rich, an Dalton, dass wir wirklich viel lernen konnten, auch viel wiederholen konnten. Das Ganze wurde auch nochmal sehr praktisch umgesetzt. Das heißt, wir hatten die Möglichkeit, jedes Thema wirklich isoliert und einzeln durchzugehen. Eine komplette MTW 9 in diesem Fall als Beispiel einfach mal von Grund auf zusammengebaut. Dann den Rave X-Stock einmal durchgenommen und einfach mal zur Entstehungsgeschichte und welche Probleme aufgetaucht sind, wie die gelöst wurden, warum welche Sachen wie gefertigt wurden. Also hochinteressant und sehr, sehr durchdacht. Es ist ein Produkt, was zu 100% hier gefertigt wird. Einen sehr großen Respekt vor dem, was die auf die Beine gestellt haben. Jetzt sind wir am gemütlichen Teil angekommen. Es gibt Bier, es gibt Getränke, es gab Essen, sehr lecker. Haben gute Unterhaltung mit Gleichgesinnten, Fachsimpeln oder kulturellen Austausch. Ziemlich cool. Wir machen jetzt weiter und ihr kriegt jetzt ein paar Eindrücke von dem, was noch so passiert. Ich spiele hier Consec.
Hast du das schon mal gemacht?
Vorhin einmal. Ich habe Glücksshots gelandet und jetzt schauen wir mal. Wir wurden herausgefordert.
He got one extra bag, so it's correct that one. So the whole is 3 on the board is 1.
Ja. Ja.
Ja, war lang.
Aber hello.
So, wir sind fertig für heute und sagen gute Nacht, bis morgen. Und morgen gibt es eine Überraschung. Also, tschüss denn.
Private property.
Yeah, good.
Badass. Drove down there.
It's so much fun. I don't know why I don't take this thing out more.
Vergesst AR-15 in Real-Stil. Geil, einfach nur geil. Wir haben hier Softdrinks, wir haben einen Tisch, wir sind hier ganz easy zusammen und schießen einfach.
Das ist cool, Spaß haben.
Ja.
So a lot of times you can just use your hand here, hold the bolt back while you load, and you just let it sit there. Down push, and you can assist it forward from there. Whoa!
Wir checken jetzt aus. Das war's mit der Tech Class. Dann geht's zum Flughafen nach Charlotte. Ja.
Pleasure to meet you. Yeah. We will catch up again. I will quickly get my flight. Till next time. Have a good flight.
Wenn ich jetzt einen Kaffee trinke, dann platzt alles aus mir raus.
Zero fucks given at all. Zero fucks given.
There was a little.
Yeah, there are more.
Oh, over there are wild berries, the red one, and over there, look, there's the bark.
Da liegt ein ganzer Tisch voll Waffen und wir gucken nach einer Schildkröte.